In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl. This is your girl, Reese, a.k.a. AM Morning, a.k.a. the best that ever did it, a.k.a. Tall as fudge. Yes, I'm tired, I'm beat, I'm whipped up. Look, it's all that in a bag of chips. But that's okay because I've been celebrating my birthday. I've been making it do what it do. I made some new friends last night. Hopefully, they're a couple of fans. You know, brand new people to the squad. Let's see, and I'm sending it sending it to the people. Tell them, come on, get in on this goodness today. Oh my gosh, my guest panel today is going to be the Blue Phoenix. Yes, Phoenix is coming in today. Grand Rising to the Phoenix. And Lee's coming in today. Hey, Lee, whenever they get in. And also JoJo Baby. They may be like me, running a little late. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm sending the tags out to some folks here. Y'all know how I do. And to make sure my friends get it. Okay. Oops, they done send me some messages. I got it. I'm multitasking, y'all. Don't feel bad. I got you. I see you. What I'm doing, I'm sending the link to folks. That's all. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing to make sure everybody have a great day of Grand Rising and all that good stuff. Okay, I'm going to get ready to share this link right here. Oh, oops. Get ready to share this. Marlon, get ready to send you something on Facebook so that you can share on the show today. Okay. Sending it through Messenger. Okay. And I had to make sure I could see what I just sent. Miss Blind Melon Jelly. Yeah. Happy morning to you too. Good morning, Kenneth. Good morning. Y'all coming in. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me send this out to the people. Oh, Grand Rising, man. Okay. Last night, we had a good time. and martinis and karaokeing, who celebrate my birthday, or they call it Earth Day. I didn't know they call it Earth Day. I guess that's the day that you're welcome to Earth for you. I guess, in each individual, I didn't know that. That's the day when you came to the Earth, when you popped up on the planet. I like to call it my anniversary. This is my anniversary with me and my mom's, because that was the day that me and her first met. So I like to say that. Pops, I didn't meet Pops till later. Pops came like 11 years later. And that is the question for the day. If your father show up in your life 20 years later, first time ever meeting the Joker, 20 years later, because it was put to me like this, right? I had a friend, and he wasn't there for his son. He came around when his son was 20 years old, and he told me, he was like, I feel that there's nothing that I can say to my son. That's why I'm going to still stand back and be standoffish. He's like, if my son want to call me, my son could call me, but I'm not going to call him, because at 20 years old, there's nothing I can say to him. I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree, because I think no matter what age a child or a man needs his father, needs his mother and father. I really do believe that, right? Y'all, come with me, y'all. Is that the truth? Is that the truth? At that age, I believe the child still, look, 20 years old, 40 years old, they still need that wisdom from that adult, But the man said, my son, there's nothing I could tell him, and he stepping back. Good morning, A Diggs. I think that is a terrible mistake, and I think that's a cowardly thing to do. Why can't you come to that boy? Good morning. Hey, Hazel, good morning. Why couldn't you come to that boy, right? Even if the man is 20 years old, why couldn't you come to him and say, you know what, I'm sorry for not being in 20 years. Let's move forward. Why people can't apologize and move forward, in their life with things? Where is you? Where Phoenix? Where you at? Where you at, Phoenix? Because we need to get the Phoenix perspective on this in here, the mentalist. Why? Molly saying Grand Rise, Molly Mall. Why? I need a male's perspective on that, because I'm a woman. To me, a real man would step up. If you finally meet your son at 20, get back into his life, you would step up 20, 30, 40, it don't matter what age. Wouldn't you step up and rise to that occasion? I just need some. This is a question for the men. This is the link for the show today. I'm going to send this to some men that I know, because this is a man question. Because I don't know, because I'm not a man. So at 20 years old, if you're a man and your father just reappeared in your life, could you say something? Could he say something to you? That's the question. Turn up Tuesday. We turn up the heat. I really do need a male perspective on the show today, because it's a manly question. Yes, it is. Kenneth, Marley, come on, you guys. Malik Bay. Is that really, is he being a man by saying that, or is he still being a deadbeat? You know, I believe any age a man needs his I believe any age a man needs his father. That's me. But this particular male individual said, there's nothing I can say.
What's up? I heard my name. You called.
Yeah, Molly Ma, I need a male perspective here. See, I'm not a male, right? And I can only answer this given female energy, given that good estrogen energy. But I need the testosterone energy for this. You know. Hey, good morning, JoJo baby. I'm glad he's here too. This is you heard what I said. Good morning, JoJo.
Good morning, dear.
I got a question for you and Molly, right? Today is Turn Up Tuesday, and I'm turning up the fire in the heat off of something I heard, last night, right? This is the question, man. Say you have a son, right? You either the son or the father, okay? You never seen till they 20 years old, right?
Right.
You show up, the man say, there's nothing I can say to my son because he's 20 years old. He ain't going to want to hear from me. So I'm not going to say nothing to him. But if he want to talk to me, I'm open for him to talk to me, right? Now, being from a male perspective, is that true? Is if you the son and the man show up 20 years later, could you talk to him? And if you a man to do that to your child, why wouldn't you pursue your child? Why wouldn't you want to talk to your son? Grand Rising Lee. I can only get a female testosterone. I don't have the testosterone. I can only give you that estrogen answer. And I believe that a child, whether it's male or female at any age, needs its parents, whether the parents show up 20, 30, 40 years late. You may be too late to raise that child, but you still can give that child guidance and still rear them in the right direction. Love is all.
Do you hear the question?
But for some reason, this man said, I love him, but
I'm trying to give you space.
I can't say nothing to him.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Come on.
Well, what about me?
Is that a punk move? Is he still being a deadbeat, or is that legit? Man, I'm waiting for Molly.
I came in the middle of the conversation. I came in the middle of the conversation. So what's going on, people? How y'all doing?
But it is.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
The
question?
Let me get.
What was the question?
Okay, we'll listen to the answer, and I'm gonna run the question back because JoJo said he got part of the answer.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, I thought you said let you get. Okay, that's something in the back. Sorry.
Let me get my head right. For that type of question, I need to get my head all the way right.
Because you could be the parent or you could be the child.
I got.
Okay, this dude said that he saw his son for the first time at the age of 20. He said that a boy 20 years old, right? He was like, I can't say nothing to him. He ain't gonna want to hear from me. He said, but if he want to talk to me, I'll be there to talk to him. But I'm not gonna say that because he ain't gonna want to talk to me. Now, is that a cop-out move? Or like I said, I can only give the female version. And I think that he should be like, hey son, I'm here. I wasn't here for 20 years of your life, but I'm here now. I can't change the past, but let's move forward and see what we could do moving forward. That's the female in me. And then if it's a girl, I'd be like, nigga, where you been? You in there? Let's get it on, sketch up, Dad. But I'm not a man. So a man energy is different than the female energy. That testosterone ain't going, you know, if you the man or you the child.
Get the question. Can I give you a little input? I mean, from the child's perspective, you know, or the grown man now, you know, it depends on what kind of animosity was built up, what you know, what kind of life they live, you know, how was the father talked about? Why was he not in the life? All right, so there's a lot of things with that, right? But as far as the man part, like what should be done would be to, say something. Don't say I don't want to. I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's 20. You know, he want to talk to me and come to me now. Well,
Right.
because I'm just saying that to me that ain't something that I would do. You know what I mean? I ain't saying the man wrong for that, because who knows the inside stuff about that stuff. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. But as far as like that part, I would say, you know, I would try to have some communications with him, and it depends on how he respond and how he, you know, and then that one communication, if it doesn't go well, may just be that little thought in the back of the head that turns it around later on in life, because you did say something. Now, if you don't say nothing, then there is animosity there. It ain't going to change the animosity. But if you say, hey, look, I would like to kick it with you. I know you got some ill feelings or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to talk about it, or go from here, or whichever the young would want to do, because they're the ones that still got most of the life, you know, the traumas to deal with. You know, since now that you're the father, you should be able to play the father figure, even though we all got traumas and shit to deal with, but you still got to be able to play the father figure. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think he should have said something and not cop out like that and say, yeah, yo, if you want to talk to me, I'm here, but you know, he's 20 now and it ain't my responsibility. I don't totally agree with that. You know, you got to kind of see where the kid at. And with that, I'm done.
The kid is a good kid, grew up in a household where the father wasn't talked about negatively or nothing like that. The father was running. The father just was running from scared that somebody's going to put him on child support. He was just running from his responsibilities. And then pop up, you know, boom.
Well, I think it's more on the kid now, though. You know, the kid should be able to say something too. The kid should be able to say something too, though. You know what I mean? It's both.
Something first. Who should say something first, the man or the kid?
Well, who came to what?
It sounds like two kids. It sounds like.
Go ahead.
I'm frozen.
Go ahead.
Lee?
Say what you were saying.
Lee.
He might can't hear us.
Yeah, I said it's. I could not. Everything froze. From what I'm hearing, like y'all are, I'm not getting the full the straight story what it was. But it sounds like two kids had a kid and they don't know what to do with it. You know, because if she didn't say anything bad about the man, then this man has an issue with his own pride, his own struggle. He know what he did or he know what he didn't do. Mom, on the other hand, if she did say something bad, she's not sure if that's the father anyway. So this kid, the first thing he should have done was made sure that was his kid and get out of his own way, his ego, because that's his future. Mom, on the other hand, if she said something bad about him, she should have been a better woman for him. But if you're not God chosen, it's not God chosen. This kid got something that he's supposed to do in his life that don't include neither one of them. All they had to do was get the bird, just like birds do, have it in the nest, feed him for a couple of days, and push his bitch ass out. Go and do what you're supposed to do. You know, that's what I see. I'm that bird. But I fell and broke my wing. So I'm a broken wing bird. And everybody trying to fix me. So as far as men and being fathers are concerned, I remember when I met my father. I was about 6. My mama, I know she knew who it was. She knew who she was stroking. But she was a kid making a baby. And unless you're older or you know what you're doing, you don't know how these kids are. You don't know what you're gonna end up with. You don't know anything about these little people that you bring in life into. Just know that God got them. At the end of the day, if we can give them some structure, that's what we do. But at the end of the day, they're gonna do what God intended for them to do, just as He intended for us to do. Like spread these messages that we're throwing out here.
Amen. No.
Grand
God.
Rising, Molly.
Hey, I got one question on that right there. What
Wait a
was
minute, let Molly answer.
okay?
Molly.
Yeah, y'all can hear me. What up, Malik? We got Malik in here. We was looking for your answer too, but
Where Malik
I
at?
sound like a
this
robot.
piece popped in.
Oh yeah, Malik.
He said, "Peace." What up, Kenny? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like and that shit button. But I don't know. That's a tough one. I think it depends on the situation. You know, it sounds like that's something that they can eventually work out, but they so much alike. You know, like as much as he wanted or denied, they both saying the same shit. He got to come to me first. No, he got who you think he got it from, nigga? You. So it seemed like, you know, if I'm Pops though, I'm stepping up. I can't even imagine going 20 years without being around my child knowing me. So it just seemed like the child heard a lot of bad things about his father, or he just don't know who he is, and he curious. He might like, I don't even really care to know him, you know. And the father need to just step up. That's how I feel though. But it can be some more to it. But I think moms, she can help out, make it easy for both of them. Just talk a little to the son, like, look, you should talk to your father. Just give him a chance. You don't like it, fuck him. Talk to the father. Look, man, that's your son. Just holler at him. Just check on them, you know, and I think that'll work. But without mom stepping in, I don't think they're gonna ever talk.
So you think mom needs to get it?
Drumline.
I don't think mom needs to get it because they both adults, right? Look, mom's like, here you got his number. Here you got his number. Y'all need to call each other and talk, because then it'll be like mom is trying to force something or make something happen. The only thing mom is doing is giving each other's number. So this your father number and this your son's number.
You see, if I needed a good comedian or whatnot, and I needed to, and if somebody want to refer you to me, like there ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just a referral. Like you going to help out the situation. You making things easy. You the middle person. You the reason why both of these people got a reason to talk to each other. So at the end of the day, as much as you want to step out, you in there regardless. Right. It's y'all three. Y'all tied regardless, no matter how you put it. So I don't know. That's how I look at it. I think they all three of them can work it out, but hopefully it do work out. Definitely if it's a black family, like we need
black families like that, a whole animosity. But I think the man is scared because the child is like waiting for the man to call or to step up, right? And the man still ain't called yet. And he's saying that child don't want to hear from me. It ain't nothing I can say or do. You know, even if the mom was like, talk to your son, because you know I can't guide him into being a man because I don't know have the first clue of what it is to take. We women and men for real. People want to say, "Oh, we're the same, equal rights." Yeah, equal rights, but we're not. We're both fruits, but one's an apple, one's an orange. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Men are not women and women are not, especially when it comes to them mentally and dealing with stress and stuff of the world. It's different. We carry our feelings and stuff different than a man do. So why wouldn't a man help guide this man? Why would
There ain't a man though. Just because he grown don't make him a man, Reese. A lot of people get that confused. We got another guest in too. Is Kiani or something? Kiani.
Hey, Kiani. But for y'all just tuning in,
how y'all doing?
We doing good. Let me give the question for Kiani and for Lee to catch it at the beginning and Malik. Okay, this is why I said I need a man's answer. The testosterone need to be in the room for this. You could be the father or you could be the son. Okay, check it out. Man meets his son for 20 years. He already knew who his son was, but he wasn't ready for his responsibility. he step up after 20 years, the boy 20 years old, and say, I can't talk to my son because he's not going to want to hear from me after 20 years, right? Then the child, they know who each other respectively is, but there's no communication there because the child is waiting for the man to say something, and the man said, that child don't want to hear from me. And my thing is, I don't care what age, this is the female answer. I don't care what age a parent, whether it's the mother or the father, the girl or the boy, wants to hear from its parents. You still can guide them. You cannot raise them up because they might already be raised, but you can always give them guidance and love. That is always needed to the equation. But this particular man feels as though this boy ain't gonna want to hear nothing from me because he's at this age, threshold age, and I'm not gonna say nothing. But if the boy want to contact me, he can. That's the question.
It sounds like mama need to be the plug.
Okay. Well, it sounds like, first of all, the father does not want to. He say he want to steps up. All he do is talk to the kid like he do all the women he been sleeping with. He got to change what he thinking. All you gotta be thinking, he going to a liquor store and talk to a new woman, and then reverse it. That's his son. That's all he got to do. And guess what? What is he going to tell him? First thing he got to do is put some money in his hand. Tell him he love him, pray with him first. Where's the money at? Tell him, write him a check. He been missing on his life. Write him a missing check. These women get a push baby. You get a push gift. He need a I ain't had a father check. You know, that's the first thing. You know, because I feel like these fathers not supporting the kids enough. You know, they always want to talk to him and yell at him. But I'm like, where's the money? Where's the new car, new house? Where's the jet ski? With my name on my life jacket. You know, so it's just, I've been watching, and it's like they ready to flirt and do everything but be a real good father. So first thing you do is write the son a check. And then the son needs to say, hey, let's sit down, let's have lunch and dinner, and let's talk. Let's get it all out while you wasn't around. What was you doing? And move on.
Yeah. But somebody got to make a move.
It's the father. The father got to make a move. He got to step up, write him a check. He got to pray with him. Then he go on vacation together. Then he go fishing down the street. He got to do stuff that he didn't do. He got to ask him, when are you off? When can we go bowling? When can we go play pool? You know what I'm saying? The stuff he would ask a woman to do. So that the father can make a move first. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about the money. But guess what? The bills got to get paid. So it is about the money again, right? So the father write him a check and then sit down and talk to him and say, I'm so sorry I ain't been around, but guess what? I can make up for it now, you know? And then the son got to accept it and then say, hey, Dad, you ain't been around. Let's talk about it. Let's get together. You know what I'm saying? So the father is the first move. He the one that had the come. He the one that came. So it's his fault. So he got to do everything first.
Did Malik say no comment, Molly? Did Malik say that?
I'm saying though, the man you keep saying about the money, and I agree with, you should be doing something like, you know what I mean, money's involved with everything in life, so that's nothing. But obviously the man needs to get right with himself. Because if he's saying something like that out of his mouth, that ain't nothing that he can say to the boy or the young man. I mean, the man your brain ain't fully, they might say we grown at 20, but your brain not fully developed until you're 25, you know? So the man needs to get right with himself. If that's finding God, getting better relationship with his higher self, higher power, whatever you want, you know, and then he can maybe think like the brother's trying to recommend him to do, like, you know, have the money and taking them out and things cost and getting them, you know, established in life. But the man can't probably think like that because he don't have a higher, it doesn't sound like he has much focus on the higher power you know, to lead with your, you know, with your soul and your gut and your heart. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he don't seem to have that. So there ain't a whole lot you can do. The young man need to find the good influences in his life and keep it moving. You know, it ain't that serious. You know, there's a whole bunch of people out here that'll be a father figure. I know it's not DNA, you know what I mean? But shit, a lot of kids grow up with the kids the father did. So you don't get that. You have to find a way. So don't let the boy be handicapped. The mother don't need to try too much. The father need to get right and then say something to the son. And then if the son get old enough to where he says, no, I'm going to make the move, and he makes the move and say something, what he got to say, the father probably don't want to hear, because it's going to be more animosity probably with all the years. Time don't always heal animosity. Sometimes it builds it up. So, you know, the topic's touchy. We don't got a lot of detail. We don't know how people are living.
I'll give you some more details. Something to marinate on. Good morning, Rico. Good morning, Malik. Good morning, Malik. I'm surprised Malik said you ain't got nothing to say. What is it that y'all want to know? That needs the more of the detail other than the man. The man was been running, and the man finally trying to get right or trying to say, okay, yep, this is my son, but I know he ain't gonna want to talk to me. I know he ain't got nothing to say. I know he not gonna want to have nothing, no words for me.
Don't sound like he want to have words with him. So
that's
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. And he was like,
that could be a good cover.
The man trying to really be the man and step up. Like he claimed, oh, I can't say nothing to him. He ain't gonna listen to me. How are you already claiming defeat? How are you already? If you ain't even trying?
Because he thinking about going out and flirting, having drinks again. I told you. Listen. I've been around. No, for real. I've been all over the world, and I thank God I've been all over the world. But the one thing I noticed is half of us, we love our kid. I'm a single father. You know what I'm saying? It's me and him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
congratulations.
I appreciate it. And he's 16 now. Thank you. I appreciate it. He's 16 now. And we talk all the time. We have dinner together. We talk together. But if something would have happened or I couldn't see him or whatever, it's makeup time. It's makeup time. And it's like, what do I do? And it's times where I was busy. I was in Amsterdam. I was somewhere. I didn't talk to him for 3 or 4 days because he was little, whatever. And I felt bad about it. I'm like, dang, I didn't even call him. And, you know, he was an infant, but I still could have heard his voice. And I'm trying busy do stuff. So you do get busy.
Everybody don't got that, though. Everybody don't have that same thought pattern. You know what I mean? Everybody in our communities ain't built like that. It's real easy.
But we are, because guess what? We go to liquor store fast and we ready to flirt fast. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So it's in our
liquor store. That's something. You know what I mean? That'll take away. It's what. So obviously the father feeling some type of way. So it's not like, you know, his relationship with liquor. Yeah, he got one. You know what I mean? Okay, but still, it's our communities are built like that. So but guess
what? That's why we have to program ourselves. We have to program ourselves. We have to program ourselves.
I know, but people don't get the program. You can't get the program if you don't got a computer. You see what I'm saying? Like most of the time, it's not built into our communities. It's not built in our communities, man.
You have what the computer got to do with your kid? Your dick is not a CD-ROM.
I'm just saying they took away that feeling. We don't have them type of feelings. Everybody don't have those type of feelings no more in the community. You know what I mean?
Took away the feeling of childbirth and childhood. Who took away
if you never connected to the baby, if you ain't never been connected to the baby, then you don't have that feeling. If you ain't been around and held that baby, you don't got no feelings for it.
Well, that's what I'm talking about again. It's too much sex and mental health.
I know, but that's the
it's too much. Look, the girl was cross-eyed. For God forgive me, she was cross-eyed and she was a little handicapped, and the guy still had made love to her and had a baby. And I asked him why. He talking about, well, he needed some. And then I met another girl. She said the guy was autism and schizophrenia. And she said she had sex with him and had a baby. And we all look at each other, why? And then the baby schizophrenia and autism. And I said, why?
You got to have something. But where's the compassion for the child? The child did not ask to be born. Just like you yourself, you did not
He made
ask
it.
to be born.
20, he made it. He's
Okay,
still
so what
here.
do you mean if you any child that's born, you're connected to because that's our future, even if it's not yours.
That's
You can
tough.
cater to someone else's kid, but you can't take care of your own. How
All
does
right,
that
well,
sound?
I want to know. I want to know where you getting these facts at,
Yeah,
because
no,
when I
that's
look
what
at the
they just
news,
add on
when
the
I see
soul.
the news, I
Most
see people
most
killing
He got another
kids.
child he taking care of. Now he gonna
I
take
see
care of
the
his
kids
own.
in our street getting shot
no,
up. What
no,
is he
no,
Wait a
talking
minute,
about?
wait a minute.
no.
Calm down. Wait a minute. Lee, JoJo, and Molly, did y'all hear what each other saying? Let me start with Molly. Molly said he has another child that he's taking care of, but he's not taking care of his own flesh and blood.
That's what I'm
Shit,
talking
that's
about.
funny though. They adding on to the
That's
story.
what
Where that
I'm
come
saying.
from? Like where that come from?
Where what comes
Because I'm
from?
saying he said you
What
don't
made him
have
have
to
another baby? How
He
you get
said you
another
don't have.
baby?
No, I mean,
He
say
said
he
you
meet a
don't have
girl
a
with a kid.
He
I don't
said
know.
you don't have a connection with that child. If you don't have and you've never been around this child, this woman has had a baby for 7 years. You're with her, with this child, and your child just born, and you have nothing to do with it, and it's yours. Something's wrong with your soul. It has
Nothing
nothing
wrong.
to do
Right.
with your connection to that child.
Yeah.
Any child can be born,
There
and
you
you
go.
feel for it because it's helpless and it needs to be taken care of. Just so happen it's yours and you're abandoning it. No, that's I don't know what
I got
program or CD-ROM your dick was on, but that shit broken.
Yeah, I don't know how they go that long, but I got a friend. We was in college, and a girl sent him a picture of a kid and was like, "This kid is yours." And we looked at the picture. I said, "Nigga, that's you." You know, like I really thought it was a baby picture of him. The kid was already like 6 years old, and he found out he got a DNA test. The kid was his. That kid lived with him to this day. I'm talking about every day he was in that kid's life.
That's
You
what
know,
I'm
I know
talking about.
another guy who was 40-some years old when he met his father for the first time. He was searching for him, and he finally found him, and he's like, I can't let him go. So it's just like, I always look at it as like it's something to do with the mother and the father's relationship. It got nothing to do with the kid, because I can't imagine. Only dudes I know don't see they
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, you're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Now the mother
And
and the
mama-
father.
And mama's
father like, nigga, you ain't gonna take care of the kid, you gonna be on child support.
The mother
and
is
honestly,
cool.
mamas are the plug.
The mother
They
is
got
cool
plug
with
to
the
get it,
father.
and
The
they got to
mother,
do the plug to make sure it goes well.
He shouldn't be though. That's the thing. You can't be cool with the father if he ain't cool with his child. That don't make sense to me. Fuck that nigga.
Absolutely.
Like nigga, like at the end of the day, all you do is talk to your child. Until you build a relationship, we ain't cool at all. How can we ever be cool if you just left us for 20 years and now you talking about, man, you cool? How that's possible? That's the mother. Then the mother really need to step up and be like, dog, ain't no we cool shit. We ain't cool until you and my son get cool. And then we can be
That's
cool. But
right.
outside of that, I think it's the mother and father. I don't know if they got this hatred towards each other. He hate the mom so much that he just want to do it on her own. Like, it just don't make sense. It's your seed. I can't imagine. My child 14, I can't imagine not being around. And she a girl. But to have a son, that's your JR. That's you. Like,
Right.
come on, we can go to the mall. My daughter don't even want me around half the time now. She like, nah, dad, it's the, this girl stuff. But if I had a boy, I'm like, man, he missing out. Like, he missing out. He don't know what he missing out on.
True
He's
that.
on the golf course with you like Tiger Woods.
True that,
got his
baby.
son, huh?
It's not an obligation though. Like you're it's free. I'm just keeping it real, like free will. The freedom of life is the man. You don't have to choose to be connected to your kid or the woman you had it with or any of that. I'm not saying that's what I would do, but I'm saying for people that do that, they got the right to do that. That's their life.
Yeah.
They got to live with that. Now, we may look at it baffled and you may get upset. How could a parent never want to be a part? Yeah, that's true, but you don't know what another mother's going through and what they feel and why they feel that way, or where the disconnect from. So that's his will. If he don't want to be in his life, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Everybody making an uproar, but that's his free choice to make. The boy 20 years old, he don't have to be in that boy life. He don't have to be in that boy life. There might not be nothing he can say to him. He might don't want to say nothing to him. I'm just saying that's his freedom. That's his freedom.
What would
I
you
know
do,
you
JJ? What would you do,
you might think
JoJo,
he's
if it
still
was
a
you?
man though. He's still a man because he still is a creation of God. It's free will, yo. It's
but is the daddy copping out? When the daddy say that, is that a cop out for the daddy? If you say that?
I don't know what his disconnect is.
Don't
Man, it's
nobody
weird.
know. The father
He
just
could
said.
be doing his
But
cousins
there's
stuff,
a
man. He
lot
need
of
to
that
know
go.
his father.
Y'all act like that's not a common thing out here. A lot of motherfuckers ain't got nothing to do with their kids. A whole lot.
That's right.
Do he know his father?
I don't know. I know you got strong feelings about yours, and I know I did what I could before I went to the penitentiary with mines. Now, when I came back, it was a whole nother game. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I wanted to be there, and I was, you know, but I still made choices that didn't put him first.
Oh, it sounds like JoJo said.
Because I went to the pen, so obviously I was doing something that didn't put the choice for him first, because I was breaking law, and if to be there would be the right thing to do, right? You would think. But I still made choices that were, I mean, let's just keep it real. I mean, I went out and hung on the streets instead of staying home, being there all the time and spending all my time or going to do the work and doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made choices and you know, so you can call me what you want to, but we all do it, you know, in one means or another. And we just talking about something real thing we got pride about, our seed and, you know, the creation of God's creation, how we, you know what I mean? It's something prideful for a man, but not everybody. You know what I mean? Not everybody feels that type of way. Some people like the pussy more than and don't like kids at all, but they don't know how to not have kids. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just something that happens in life. Everybody, some people like Trump, some people like the Democrats. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You know, it's always like that. It's always going to be like that. Everything you feel strong about, somebody feels very much strong the same way, the opposite.
Yeah. But I still think this is just me, my personal opinion. I still think that man should step up and be a man. He shouldn't feel like, oh, there's nothing I can say to my child.
Be a man, so he's not a man now. He's not a man now.
What is to be a man? He's not emotionally equipped. Something is missing for him to even say that. I can't step up. Ain't nothing he want to hear. How do you know? Is you a psychic? Is you a mind reader? How do you know that child may say, Dad, I've been waiting for you to step up and say something? How do you not a mind reader? How you just going to say, boom, you know, but I'm good with God. I'm good with God. I want peace in my life, but you don't want to try to connect that with peace.
He said he's good with God.
I'm good. No, the man is saying that I'm good with God. I got peace in my life. Then he, you know, he's saying, let go, let God, you know, just go be. Yeah. I don't get that part. I'm trying to understand.
He probably thinking though, if that was him, if he was his son, he wouldn't want to talk to him neither. That's what I'm thinking. Like, if he really feel that way, I really think that he feel like, damn, if I was him and my father ain't talked to me in 20 years, I wouldn't want to talk to that nigga at all. He probably really feel like that way. So he probably trying to think for his son. Like, nah, man, you can't be scared to talk to your child, your seed, or anything. Like my man said, they'd talk to a random girl at the gas station, 7-Elevens, and all that shit. It's no different, man. He gonna be a stranger for a second, but once y'all start to talk, you're gonna see a lot of you in him. And it's gonna just it's an automatically connection. It's nothing you gotta really do. You just gotta hang around each other.
Do that.
Either you step up, either he's gonna cuss you out just like a random stranger girl. No, bitch, nigga, get out my face, nigga. Mm-hmm. Or he gonna say, nice to meet you. How you been? What's going on? And why was you away for 20 years? Why I mean, what was going on in your heart that you couldn't come see about me? Get man up and get that conversation. You don't want that ass whooping because you think you're gonna get a real good tongue lashing, or he gonna hit some nerves or some shit. Be a man, step up and get your lumps. If that's your motherfucking lumps, get your motherfucking lumps.
I got a question though. I got a question for the lady since Louisa just popped in. Why is it that why is it that the woman allowed this man to go 20 years without seeing his child? and then on top of that, still decide to have a friendship with him. That don't make sense.
Well, the friendship was for his forgiveness. The woman had to come to her conclusion. The nigga was running from child support, right? And she tried to take him up, but through the court system, him ducking and dodging, she was like, "Fuck it, I'ma do it on my own," because you did some grimy shit. You know, with the DNA test and all that, you did some grimy shit. You got away with it. Let that be on your conscience. I'ma still got to take care of my child, regardless, on my own. Then fast forward. Then now he's out of the child support era. Now you want to come around because now you can't get the child support. You don't. It never was about the money.
Some people ain't meant to be in your life, y'all. Some people ain't meant to be in your life. Sometimes for some people, so happen to be their parents. You know, so.
Let me. It's got to do with money because let me rhyme back at 15 or 16, he showed up for a minute and say, "Bam, you know, I need you to sign a paper. I need you, the mother and the godmother, to sign a paper saying that you won't seek back child support. Then I can come and in this child life, I can do what I want to do." And the mother said, "Nigga, fuck you, fuck going out of here with that nonsense. Either you want to do or you not. It ain't no signing no paper, signing rights because you think somebody wants some money."
She should have said that when she told him nigga, go ahead and put that condom on. Do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
Either you get this pussy with the condom on, or you don't get this pussy. Now,
and don't be shimmying the condom off.
That's her pussy.
Shimmying the condom off.
He came. My man said he came. He the one that came, but she helped him.
He came and he left.
She helped him come though. You know what I'm saying? If he would have came by himself, then he wouldn't be in this issue right now. They got flushed down the toilet or in a napkin or something, and it'd have been straight. You know what I'm saying?
But because you did. Good morning, Louisa. Good morning, Phoenix. The question of the day was.
Sorry,
did you hear it?
Phone keeps going on. That's why I'm late. I said,
what's better come to cricket. You better come to cricket.
But that's all on the man. That's on that's because the man got to initiate it. He the one with the light. The boy got the fuse, but the man got the match. The father got the match. The father need to light something. The child holding the fuse, but the father gotta ignite. But the father's scared that damn fuse is gonna blow up. I think that's what I think it is. But I'm saying, you know, no matter what you fret to hear or you think that the person don't want to hear, light it.
Well, the funny part for me is, and I say funny, is we watch movies, we've seen all the races, and we all know Jesus was black. Well, right. I say chocolate. So Jesus was chocolate, and we all are together, and we see that everybody trying to bring down our race. You check out the movies, the news, we all try to hurt each other. So I'm like, when are we going to say, hey, let's step up, take care of our kids, let's be together. What do we need to see? We had a Million Man March. What other march? What do we need to get ourselves together? What do we need? So I think it's instilling a man to do bad, but we got to change our persona and our thinking and pray more, get in the Bible more, because it's 5%ers, it's Muslims, Muslims, turn the lights off and on religion. There's so many religions, but ain't no love or no giving, no caring, or the number one word is nurturing. Where's the nurturing? So it's like, ain't no excuses. What is excuses? You know, so it's like, I can see it was back in 1942, but now you can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. You can drive whatever you want. You know, so I'm like, what is the holdup now? Now, if you have a bad record, okay, but what does that do with talking to your son, your daughter, being with them, little small stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Birthday cards. How much cost for a card? How much does that cost? You know,
yeah,
so
them joints expensive. Them joints like $8 if you get the guns now. Shit.
Well, look,
that's $8 one time a year, so there's no kids.
But guess
You
what?
know, it ain't about that. You know, guys know it's about it's about the disconnect in our communities or in poverty. Same thing in trailer parks. You got the same thing going on, but there's just a disconnect. I mean, we don't care. Give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You
You're
know
right.
what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just how
Okay,
the
so
shit is these days, and that's our society. Unfortunately, that's a lot of it now. And is that but that's a juvenile way of thinking. But that's where we get our learning from, is when we're juvenile. So if that's what we're learning and that's what's sticking, this is the shit that's gonna continue on in your through your 20s until you sometimes come up out of that to 20s to 25 to 30. You start getting they got the life projected, how it's projected, but that's what it is, yo. You know what I'm saying? The dude just got a disconnect. This is what it is. Probably got some alcohol, some drugs, and some, womanize, and all the shit we talked about. There's probably some other shit to put on top of that. You know what I mean? So it's just that's the reality in our communities. I bet you the father never been to a counselor, probably never went to talk to nobody, a therapist or anybody. You know what I mean? Besides his homeboy that's going to say yup because he buying the fifth today. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, yo. So I mean, I don't get the big surprise or the emotions I get behind it, but the surprise about something like this happening and why, the questions why, I just don't get it because I know why. But we ain't got no unity.
You said you know why. Tell me why. You know why.
There ain't no unit. Our communities are tore up. That was done on purpose. There's purpose behind that. I mean, you say that there's no excuse now and all this, but still the majority of the communities are poverty. You don't have any rights. You get harassed. You get beaten, killed by the police. You get a record, so now you lost more rights. You can't bear arms. You can't protect yourself. The educations, I mean, you look at Baltimore City schools right now, this year, 2023, they ain't got air conditioners in some schools. They ain't got heat in some schools. Now, come on, yo, we going to the moon every week. And there's schools with no air conditioner and heat. That's where it's at. That's where it's coming from. So that ain't going to change. They ain't even got books, computers now. These places ain't built, like it is. That's why everybody makes money. That's why you make money, so you can move out to the county and put your kids in a good school. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to go to Northern High School in Baltimore City. You don't want them to go to none of them schools like that. Man, them shit's wild, man. You ever been to see these schools these days? They wild.
Weezy, read the comments. We got comments coming in from the side. Kenny's saying a lot. Can y'all see what Kenny's saying?
I can't see where it at. How you pull that up?
It's off to the side where it says chat. Molly, can you see?
Yeah, he said we must become the change we want to see, unlearn. Unlearn, relearn, renew the mind, detox the mind, impurities. What else he say? Break up our relationships with that toxic culture. We are in love with toxic culture far too much.
It's forced upon us too, though.
That works for us. We take care of us. Yeah, I agree with that. Brother Kenneth, that's my brother right there, man. You making some good key points.
We don't take care of us, though.
We just got to get out of that negative mindset, though. A lot of people like to bring up the negative, the bad fathers. Let's talk about the good fathers, the bad mothers. Let's talk about the good mothers, the badass kids running around and shooting at each other. Let's talk about the kids who actually out here in school and doing good out here, the kids who playing sports, staying out the streets. So it's just like the more energy we get, the negative, the more it get highlighted. I think there's a lot of bad go on regardless.
I ain't giving it the energy. We were just asking why. We was asking why, and I'm just saying I know why. It's because of that. And yeah, it is that though. We do follow what it says. You know what I mean? What makes money? What makes money? You don't make money like that, and that's what the society is about. Look at Love and Hip Hop. Look at all these shows that are real popular. What do they have? Mad drama, stupidest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? Going on, and what do? 50 million motherfuckers watch that shit. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Look what happened to the baby girl yesterday. lost their life. Come on from that. This touches home for me because my niece go to Duval High School, where her mom is a principal there. JoJo, you know, it was Duval High School, and I was so worried when I saw that because it's scary because it can happen to anybody, child. They coming home from school, 2 blocks of, you know, 2 groups of people. They get in the altercation, and then one want to pull out a gun and end somebody else's life. That gotta stop, man. We need to step in and talk to these kids. This is the missing link right here. We are the missing link. The fathers that don't want to say nothing, the mothers that not dead, they're here to listen. We need to step up and listen and be there for our children. It ain't gonna be no future. They're gonna kill us and everybody else. But is that what they want?
It's always gonna be a future because time and the world gonna turn regardless if we here or not. But again, like you said, it is the responsibility of the adult.
I want our seeds, our culture, our race. But it's like if we're doing genocide, what we doing? And
one thing, it seems like let me look like who is this? Like what's being said, everything negative is always put out there. There's so much positive things that's happening. All our children are not stealing and killing. The fathers are not in jail. All the mothers are not out here sleeping and hoeing around. It's so much negative connotation when it comes to our people. And we push that daggone narrative because we continuously talk about it as if everyone is doing everything that is being said in the media. Why do you think that it's so prevalent in the media? Because we believe everything that is said. If you go out here and you walk your streets, yes, some things are going to happen, but it's like that in every culture, in every neighborhood. And they're not going to broadcast it like they do ours because we as Black people in America have to look like the damn bad children. We got to look like the devil's seed. We got to look like the devil's seed.
It ain't in every culture and every neighborhood.
Oh, indeed it is. It is. No, it is. Yes, it is. In every culture.
Who you think it don't? I can put it up right now.
In every culture, there are those that they cast away.
I'm saying, okay, you might have a needle in a haystack in every culture.
No.
China had over 1 million killings over there in China. Who you think killing China men over China?
China men are killing each other.
I know that, but when I'm all right, go ahead.
Nah, I want to understand what you're saying, though. I want to know what you're saying.
I was talking about just the unity that we lack in here. You know, we don't have that. It's not taught. We're not even close to that, you know, and no, you won't find in rich cultures or people that are well-to-do, you won't have things happening like you see every day in your neighborhood. It don't happen like that.
Yeah, but that's because they don't show it, JoJo.
They don't act up in school. They're not having that. You're not getting shot coming from the bus stop like she was just saying.
How many Black school shootings you heard of?
What are you talking about? That's not happening in every culture.
Well, that's not the only thing that's displayed upon in every culture, and especially those of wealth cultures. If you do not follow their rules, if you do not do what they want you to do, if you make them look bad just by showing up late, they will cast you away. They have the same things, but they just not broadcast. They don't do school shootings because they're very serious. Certain cultures are very serious about schooling, but that nightlife ain't no joke. They have separate, you know what I'm saying? It's separate.
Since we're talking about the fathers, do you think in the rich cultures that the fathers are there for the children? That the rich cultures have the mother, father?
Not all the time.
Okay.
None of the parents are there in the rich culture. The nanny there. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
They don't raise their children.
That's real true. My grandmama was a nanny. You know what I'm saying? Them rich cultures don't take care. They're not there either. They got to disconnect. But the kids are being raised right. They're not getting
that's
crazy.
The thing. How they being raised? We got
craziness. They don't go to school that ain't got no air conditioning. It's 100 degrees outside. They got to send them home because there's no air conditioning.
All right, but most of the school shootings that actually goes on when they kill multiple kids, them be in white schools. Them don't mostly be in our schools. So a lot of people get it confused. Like these kids bring guns to school. It might be something happen after school. but it ain't as much as when they be having shit. They be having mass murderers, and you be like, damn, it's a nice school. They don't check these kids when they go in, but most of the school shootings come from a kid that don't look like us, and then they say we didn't expect this. They talk highly about the kid who just killed all these innocent people. So it's different cultures. They do it differently. It could be another
We
kid.
get a bad rap. As colored folks get a bad rap, but that's American, man. I mean,
But
everybody
that's because
knows that.
the
That's the
media,
mindset.
that's the way they spin the story on us. For example, you got two men, both did two killings, one white, one black. They going to look at all the negative that black man did. Oh, he was a gangbanger. His mama was on crack. The father wasn't there. The white boy, they're going to say, oh, he was an upstanding citizen. We're surprised that he did this. We can't believe that he did this. He did the same thing as the black man did, but the news media spins it in a different light. So that's what we can believe. Oh, the white people are upstanding citizens. They don't go rush. It's a shock. But black, this is what we expect because this is coming. He's coming from this area. It's the media.
And no, it's not. It's us too. We come to believe it. We expect it now too. It's not just the white media. It's us now to expect. We believe it too. We motherfucker. I knew that nigga was crazy. I mean, we expect it the same way now too. You know, because the truth. We got wild ass communities. They built them like that. They got bad schools, low poverty. They've been redlined. I mean, you look at Baltimore City. If you worked every day and went to work, but you needed a new roof, you couldn't go to the bank and get a loan if you lived in a certain area. That's what the red line was. You know what I'm saying? These communities were made and built to be destroyed, and to thrive really hard, you know, because they still want the tax money, but you got to work really hard to make something. You know, hard labor, the same thing. Slavery, the same shit it's been. Shit ain't changed. It just changed form. You know what I mean? Just changed form. It's just not in the whip no more. It's in the dollar bill or in something, you know, in the jeans or whatever. I'm talking about jeans that you put on. You know, the expensive jeans. Yeah, it's a culture thing. I mean, they built us this way. We built that way. I'm gonna let it go because I mean I know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? We sit here and we come down on that daddy, but it's not really about him as an individual, you know what I mean, all the time. It's about where our mind, now he has a choice to come up out of it, but if you're built that way, it's hard for you to say, I'm gonna give up and be a vegan. You know what I'm saying? Well, I gotta give up cheese, I gotta give up pork, I got you know what I'm saying? It's the same type of shit. You gotta kind of turn it around though, you know, to see it. You know, so with that, y'all mugs is killing it too. So let me hear some more of y'all shit. I'm talking. I'm gonna lay back.
I'm looking at the comments on the side.
Put my Dumbo ears on because I want to hear some more shit.
With the people on the side, Malik he's watching. He said black people are being brainwashed. Okay, yes. Kenny said that white collar crimes happen. Different cultures all the time. He's right about that.
And he said to hate our people.
That's right.
Media have us being friends with them instead of each other. He said trailer parks are not black communities. They are very unsafe. Yeah, it's a lot. But they control the media, so at the end of the day, they can push whatever narratives they want. That's why I tell everybody do their own research. You know, it's cool to hear from the news, but then you need to double up on them. If you turn on channel 7, 9, 5, 4, don't matter. They all saying the same shit. And after a while, they're going to program you to believe it, that this will happens in our community all the time. Like, they just don't happen nowhere else but our community. That ain't the case. When you go in these white communities, a lot of these things be happening. These little white boys, they got more guns than the black kids. Y'all think more they got guns. They got guns legally, you know, and they will shoot your ass. Like, they not playing. So it's just different, man. And I just think that we need to stop highlighting it even more because they already doing it. So we need to highlight the good that's going on out here. There's a lot of good fathers out here that actually participating in their kids' life. There's a lot of good mothers out here that's doing great things. And there's a lot of just great black people out here that's helping. Like we out there teaching kids how to do photography and do plays. This every day, and it's just people I'm meeting like they volunteering their time. So it's just like we need to have like more of them people, the football coaches and stuff like that, because them who actually raise your kids, it's gonna be the teachers at school, and it's gonna be them coaches, whoever, whatever the activity they might be in. So we need to highlight those people more and get them more light, because them the people who actually gonna be raising the next generation. And I just think that negative shit gotta go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I agree. Kiani, what do you got to say?
He got zapped out.
Oh,
What's
okay.
up, Blue Phoenix?
I'm sorry.
Molly, I sent a
Y'all
picture.
gonna
Did
close
you get
out?
that? Pull that post up, and when you get a chance, Molly, I want to talk about that when y'all get a chance.
Y'all get ready.
She must have zapped out. We lost Lee. We lost Kiani.
No, can you hear me?
Phoenix.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you. We could for a minute. You gone now. Come to Cricket. Cricket, the only one standing strong up in here right now. Come on, Cricket.
No, it's
I know, right?
It's not Cricket. It's like I live in Northwest, up Northwest, and so it's like every time I go out here, they just whatever's going on in this area has been going on for the past 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
My phone is cut out on me.
Wait, before you go out, I want to talk about the I Am the Queen of Go-Go movement. That's why I sent you the flyer. I sent everybody the flyer in case they couldn't see it on the show.
Yeah. Thank you.
September the 30th. Did y'all get it? JoJo, did you get
I
it?
ain't checked my inbox. I ain't checked my text yet, but I will.
Okay.
If I don't, I'll tell you. I'll talk to you. I'll make sure you get it to me if I ain't got it in there.
Oh, you got it, because I'm making sure I double sending it to you now. You might have it a couple of times, but you got it, sir.
Okay.
It's up on the screen.
Okay, it's up on the screen.
I can't see that short. I got bad eyes here. Let me put my joints on.
Oh, so this says, I Am a Queen in Go-Go movement. This is September 30th from 2 to 7 p.m. It's hosted by Miss Reese Cobb. This is the first annual what's this?
Nope, can't see.
I Am Go-Go Network and Social. Oh, that's cool. So it's going to be at 12617 Laurel Bowie Road in Laurel, Maryland.
Okay.
It's a pop-up
And it's
shop.
for the young ladies. That's why every female, because we want to teach, just like Molly said, the good stuff about that they're doing. This is something that they're starting to do good in the community. Let women know, little girls coming up, that they could be instrumental. They could do, like Molly said, photography. You could play in the band. You could sing. You could play an instrument. This is a movement. And we need all our men to get behind us and support this movement. It's the females in go-go. Mostly everybody know go-go is a male-dominated world. We got Belladonna. Before Belladonna, we had Pleasure. We had Lock It Down Queens back in the day. So y'all don't even know about that because they broke up before they could get real big. But it was Nasty Band, Girl, Frontline. There was other groups and everything with females in it, and we were trying to get the young girls. Y'all don't need to be fighting each other. Let's make music together. How about that? Boys and girls, we don't need to be at each other. Let's work together and make art. Let's grow. There's other stuff we could do. Instead of picking up a gun or a glizzy, pick up some roller toms, pick up a tambourine, pick up some drumsticks. Pick up some keyboards. Pick up the microphone.
Hey, boy, that's a good thing because them girls, y'all, they wilding out here too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, they are very aggressive now.
Boy, they wilding, boy. Them girls, right? They some of the girls got more testosterone than the dudes now. I'm
Right.
telling you.
They're very aggressive. I get on my daughters. I'm like, look, you need to chill out. Because I'm not, and another thing, the reason why I started my tea parties are because of this. They're because of mainly me wanting to get the adults, the men and the women, to get back and connect. And once we connect, our children will get right. You can't get your kids right if the men and the women are fighting each other, if the adults are fighting. Why would the kids follow us if they see us doing the same thing that they do? We got to be an example. We got to get ourselves together. So that's one of the reasons why I started our tea parties. One, because we need to heal the division between men and women.
Yes.
Especially us, Black, Indigenous men and women. And so that's why I started it. Because I'm divorced. And thank you. But I make sure that the relationship as far as co-parenting with my ex-husband is good enough or good, because my children need to have that relationship with their father. And I have never, ever, ever taken him from them or them from him. Why? They're his children too. So if you can be cordial, of course me and him have our moments, but at the end of the day, it's about our children. It ain't about our feelings. It ain't about what we didn't work with us or what did work or how this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's about the safety and the health and the wellness of our children. And we need to learn how to stop being selfish and realize that if we don't focus and hone in on these kids, it's just going to keep getting worse, keep getting worse, and keep getting worse. We got to grow up.
Got to teach them how to say, I love you, shorty.
I tell my kids that every day.
To say I love you and mean it.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta show them. You gotta show them.
But they gotta hear it from us. We gotta say it to them.
Oh, I know. I'm here. Yeah, be able to say. I mean, you can make it feel macho. I love you, dog, or I love you, homeboy. It don't matter. Sure. You know what I'm saying? But we need to say that and mean that more in our community with our kids. You know, that's one step. I mean, there's 100 million steps we gotta take, but that's one, because
that is a big step. That's a big step.
Is something we ain't got a whole lot of for another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no love for another motherfucker. For real. Not on the streets.
That's a big step, though, because a lot of people don't know what love is, and they don't know. They never felt it from their kids. Your house, your house is supposed to be the first place you receive love and affection, and a lot of people don't receive that from their house.
Yeah. How do they become
from their grandma, grandpa, cousins, so they go out looking for it in the street. But that's a whole different type of love. You know what I'm saying? The street don't love nobody. The streets don't love nobody.
Yeah, we definitely understand. We definitely there. We gotta just teach that part though, because that, like you said, the family in the house, you know what I'm saying, with the parents, with the grandparents. And if the grandparents do it, they might not see them enough to where it don't make a difference. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, one of the issues with my situation was I was in jail, and then when he did come to a side that could give him a different thought pattern, when he went back to the community, it would get erased. He was only there for the weekend, and he would build it up, but by Monday or Tuesday, that shit's been erased just because you're back in your familiarisms. You see what I'm saying? We need shit to be ground out all week. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in order for that to happen, we as adults gotta get
I don't give a fuck with the hobo on the street. They got, I love you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we just need that. We need that in our community. We ain't got no love in our communities for real. I mean, we love for money, love to look good, love for some individual shit, love for a couple individual motherfuckers, but not overall love.
You know that's what?
So true.
You said not overall love. I try to love everybody I come in contact with, whether they 20, 40, 50. I'm either your mama, your auntie, your sister, or your niece, or your granddaughter.
It's hard though, because you could be giving that love up and get spit on in the train, nigga. You know what I mean?
That's the chance. You're right, but that's the chance I take. I pass out love.
Me too.
I pass out love like I'm breathing. When I come last night, we were celebrating my birthday at Martini's. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, this time.
Wait a minute. Let me catch up with y'all a little bit.
But I see what you're saying, and it's true. But the thing is, we have to be determined not to allow those who take advantage or misuse us to dissuade us from being who we are, because we are love. We are
We are
love. We
love.
were created love. We
There
so
it is.
operate in love. And no matter what somebody does to you, that's where unconditional love comes from. No matter what, you are going to emit the love that you were given. So you have to, though people reject you, that's okay, let them reject you, they're not ready, but you don't allow that to sway you or change you from being who you are.
Right.
Amen.
I want to talk about the go-go.
We did.
The men
Rough
come.
it off. Rough.
No, but we didn't give them vital information. It's $10 for non-members. And if you want to become a member, there's digital tickets. And if you want to become a member, go to www.iamgogo. Is it on the flyer? I couldn't see if it was on the flyer or not, baby.
No, it's not. It's not on the flyer.
Scan that code. Okay, y'all can text this number. Y'all can text 443-599-9255 to get the tickets. And guys are welcome. We need our men. We need, you know what? I need some physical posters because yesterday at the What Band, we need to get all them people in the go-go to support the queens. I am a queen and go-go movement. What you think,
Weezy? What they gonna be doing at the joint? What's the what are they gonna be
they're gonna have
doing?
pop-up shop. It's gonna be live entertainment. People networking.
They go-go. They gonna have go-go music there.
Yes.
Or DJ or live or what? How they doing?
Both.
Oh yeah.
Both.
I'm just trying to see if it's worth me, making the trip and mix something in with this. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It's always when you give it back and helping the community, it's always beautiful. I'm going to be emceeing, hosting, telling jokes, and clowning. I'm going to be making it do what I do. Mm-hmm. Molly and Weezy know what I do. They see me in full effect. JoJo never got a chance to see me perform or clown or not even a comedy show or nothing like that. Weezy and Molly see me clown. And I'll be the empress for that night, ushering in all the good types of pop-up shops, events, and entertainment that they're gonna have going on. September the 30th.
You got a go-go group name? What go-go group gonna be there?
Female stuff. Weezy and Molly, y'all coming out with me?
That's where all the hoes gonna be, JoJo.
You know what?
I don't go chasing no hoes, man. The hoes, they ain't gonna chase no hoes, homie. You don't gotta chase no hoes.
It's gonna be grown and sassy, man.
That's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a hoe. If I'm grown and sexy, I'm still got that hoe in me. You know what I'm saying? But I came up when they kept it real. You know what I'm saying? Houdini and them told it truth. I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe. I rock 3 different girls after every show. You know what I'm saying? Like, he a hoe too. He wasn't scared to say it. So I'm still in my culture. I got that hoe in me. I can put a suit on. I can still be a hoe now. Just a hoe in the suit.
You don't have to put no suit on.
That's true.
You don't have to put no suit. Go to the go-go, come relax and everything, have a good time and love.
I don't even own a suit. I'm a real street nigga. I don't even own a suit, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's the event on September the 30th, y'all. Y'all come on. I'm gonna be plugging that every day to the 30th. What's today's date? So
12th.
I got the 12th. So I got 28 days to talk about this, to plug this.
You got 18 days.
18 days, girl.
18.
That's that schooling. That's that schooling I was just talking about in our communities. You see
how to public school.
You know what I'm saying? I told you, the heat ain't got no air conditioning, ain't got no heat. You know what I'm saying? They in there sweating and they can't learn.
They're the best schools, man.
That is my age catching up with me.
They got the best weed, nigga. That's about it.
You said the best weed
too. Teachers smoking, everybody smoking it.
It's legal. You need something to relax your mind. Woosah. His word is too uptight and too tight. So I don't smoke, but I don't yuck on it.
Condemn it.
You know, I can sniff, but I can't partake of the fumes of the gases because my lungs don't let me. But I can smell it in the air.
Well, you can eat it. You can eat it.
No, I ain't messing with that no more. I ain't messing with that no more. You must have ate too much.
Yeah, Reese, I got you some gummies, Riri. You got some
gummies. She must have ate too much. She probably ate too much and it's scared her.
Got you a cereal bar. You can get that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do the gummies. I like the gum. I love your gummies, Molly. They are delicious. I forgot that they were infused.
Where you go? Put one of them right there. Put one of them gummies right there, babe.
We got to get JoJo a bag, man.
JoJo, they good, JoJo. They are. They so good that I forgot.
I'm doing all right. I'm doing just fine.
And that's what messed me up. But y'all don't forget about this book. This is what I need y'all not to forget about this. Right here. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Read this book, Papa Gummy. Read this book or get your juice. You know, get your good sea moss. Get everything you need right here. Let's support Black business. Let's go to each other's stuff. Let's support. Let's do everything that if we can.
So you can even come and get a session. A life coaching session.
What?
Yeah.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere.
Don't forget September 23rd, the last rooftop party of the year. 55.
It's not the last one. It's not the last one. It's the end of summer one. We got one of
the end of summer. The last before the summer. I'm sorry.
Not the last.
It's all right. It ain't the last. It's the last for the summer, baby. We're closing out summer. September 23rd at 7 p.m. or at 55 M. Please come out and join us. We'll have a great time. Tickets $15 and 20 at the door. If you want to come, please let me know so I can put you on the list. We will really enjoy having you there. It's going to be amazing.
JoJo, where you going to be next year? Where you going to be? What you got to plug?
I ain't got nothing going on right now, Jordy. I just got back down here, getting my little shit together back down here, and then we'll see what's happening. I'll probably run around town a little bit, but nothing booked, shorty.
Okay, okay.
I'm fighting back too, so I ain't been out there. You know what I mean? Like,
well, come on.
Life on life terms, shorty. You know what I mean? I've done a couple of shows in the year or so. That's it. You know, I ain't been out there, but you know, Papa gonna come through. He gonna come through. Life just be whooping my ass sometime. You know what I mean?
I got you. Look, y'all can check me out in the movie The Kickback. Y'all can see me at the cameo at the end of the movie. The Gwen Factor is performing the movie. A lot of people in the movie from the DMV that you didn't even know was in the movie. It's in the movie. So y'all go see that movie. Support it at Marlow Heights movie theaters. It's at the Marlow Heights now. How long it's going to be there, that part I don't know. But I support that.
You gotta send me a bootleg comedy. You got me send me a bootleg copy down here.
It's going when it go on video. I let you see it. I let everybody see it when it go on. When they give me something, I look. Be the first one.
I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna kick back and go watch The Kickback. I rode past it yesterday and I seen it out there on the sign. I said, "Damn, that's tight, man. I like that." You know,
that's tight right there. That's big.
That's how we all going to do soon. We all gonna be on the
right there. Got the shit on the theater sign. What? Yeah, that's big.
Molly is a great filmmaker. They need to snatch Mr. Robinson up. He be doing that stuff too. Photography, producing. He's a plethora. Get the good, get the sea moss, get the good gummies.
You got some things coming.
Man of many talents, yes.
And did you show thigh? Did you get to show thigh in the movie, or what? How was you? Did you show some thigh? Or
you saw with cleavage. I saw my décolletage. That's what I showed.
Oh, you got the. Oh, we got to see. You know, the up top shot. We got to see, like, cut it down right there. Right there where the melons come together at. Right there.
If you want to see some more thighs, come out on September the 30th to I Am the Queen of Go-Go. Y'all come out to that support. Men and women, we need y'all. We need y'all. So come on out to that. And then on the 29th, I'll be at Tokyo Pearl in DuPont Circle. You're gonna
have the Daisy Dukes on down that joint. That's the Go-Go Shorty. Oh shit! I might buy a ticket for that one. Fuck that! I'm talking about a plane ticket. I ain't talking about. I'm gonna buy a ticket regardless for $10. I can do that even if I don't show up. But I'm talking about. I might for the Dukes. You gonna have the Dukes on? I'm riding up, nigga. I might even walk. When is it? I got how many days it take to walk to Maryland?
You ain't walking from Florida all the way to Maryland.
What you talking about? You gonna have the thighs showing through the Dukes. I'm coming.
Oh wow!
Tell me you wearing some Daisy Dukes, and you better have them on if you say it. You know what I mean? Like, you better. If I come all the way up there, you ain't got the Dukes on.
Molly, he trying to bait me in some damn Daisy Dukes. I'm gonna have some damn Depends on. Damn the Daisy Dukes. I'm gonna have some bedazzled Depends on.
That's just gonna fatten up the pocket. You just gotta cut the bottom off a little bit of the Depends, so it ain't so hanging down like that. That's all. You got to put it up in there like a wedgie or something.
You come back tomorrow, Wellness Wednesday. I love it when you and Molly talk vegan stuff to me. When y'all talk natural, holistic herb stuff to me. You welcome to come back tomorrow.
You can't treat it like church and shit. Just do it once a week. Think about it, talk about it, and fuck it for the rest of the week. It's a way of life. Even you live in the Christian way of life, or the Muslim way of life, or the Buddha way of life. It's a way of life.
Help us.
Yeah, only on Wednesdays, man.
Only on Wednesday. No, help us usher in. It is
Turkey Thursdays, fried chicken Fridays.
Fried Friday, nigga. Fried chicken, everything.
Trying to exercise me. Oh my goodness. Oh.
You can do vegan fried, nigga.
I got you. But Reed did a challenge for me before. We can try that challenge this time. When you're ready, let me know. 30 days, no meat. Only on the weekends you can eat some.
Okay. Let's see if we get some takers. Let's see if we can get some takers.
You can eat meat every day, you know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you owe your lady available. That's all. You know what I mean? You can eat fish, you know. You just got to eat the right kind of fish. It got to be her fish.
I'm allergic to seafood.
It can't be tilapia. It can't be catfish and It got to be your old lady fish. You can still eat meat. That's all I'm saying. You know, chicken, you can eat the chicken box. You know what I'm saying? But it can't be the other chicken box. It got to be your girl chicken box.
Rip me up the plastic because I'm feeling brand new. This is the end of the Morning Max show. We can rip us all. Thank you, Molly, for coming on. Thank you, JoJo, baby. Thank you, Lee. Thank Keone Thomas. And if y'all don't know who that is, that's Chris Thomas's nephew. He got a famous uncle out there slanging them jokes. But Keone is a prominent businessman himself. That's why I wish he didn't leave. I wanted him to tell y'all about his business, but I'm going to try to get him back tomorrow. Thursday, Tall Tale Thursday. I got another businessman coming on named Rodney. I told you I'll be out in these streets networking and meeting people. And this is what the Morning Max show is about. Music and conversation, or making each other's acquaintance in any way you want to say it. We do. I love it. Give back to the community. We try to support and love each other as much as we can. You got something going on? You want to talk about it? Come on the show. We'll talk about it. I open it. So that's how we do, right, Molly?
You know it.
That's how we do.
Time is always 10:30 to 11:30, maybe 12 to 12:30. You never know how the conversation might go. But we see y'all tomorrow, man. Good seeing you again, JoJo, man. Hope you tune in with us tomorrow, brother.
Peace to the gods.